As we all know, smart meters are being deployed nationwide. Our company was responsible to a very large extent for the adoption of the new state-of-the-art technology and the features being deployed in these new smart meters. This resulted in my lobbying efforts before the California Public Utility Commission, the California Energy Commission, and commissions in Ohio, Idaho, Connecticut, New York, and several other states, along with the United States Department of Energy and the United States Federal Energy Resource Commission regarding demand response. The good news is this is happening and is ongoing. The potential bad news is that consumers have been left out of the discussion to a very large degree. Let me pull out a simple block diagram and I will explain the fork in the road many utilities are at today and how, if the public is not aware of these issues, unintended consequences could be the result in the future. The smart meter has two communication radio sets located inside the meter. One of these radio sets talks to the utility through the internet or other public access telecommunication systems and sends data either directly to the utility company or a third party under contract by the utility company, such as Siemens, E-Meter, or the like. These companies are oftentimes referred to as meter data management companies. The other radio set located inside the meter talks to devices inside the home, such as air conditioning units, refrigerators, swimming pools, water heaters, dryers, washing machines, and the like. As energy prices escalate in the future and potential energy shortages become manifest, this could be misused if a utility or a government agency were to take central control over the metering system. Remember that these new meters have power service turn on and turn off switches inside them, which allow a remote third party to turn service on and off. It is for this reason that much of the anti-smart meter backlash has occurred. The solution is for consumers to be fully aware of these issues today and to take control by ensuring that the home area network radios are turned on. And consumers should demand the ability to have a firewall inserted between the utility radio sets and the local home area radio sets so that no electricity-specific use data gets inadvertently transmitted outside of the homeowner's premise. USCL does this with our EMS 2020 system, and we intend to work with every utility to make certain that all of the demands of all of their customers for privacy and data security are met. At the same time, we bring into each and every home the Energy Site Worldwide Fuel Gauge and the Homeowner's Fuel Gauge and Energy Dashboard. Our patents will be used to provide the public with peace of mind that we will strive to keep the homeowner's use of electricity private, except for the absolute minimum amount of data required for the utility to generate an accurate and timely bill each month. This addresses the majority of the issues the anti-smart meter community has been promulgating across the internet and around the country. One of the more prominent anti-smart meter groups has been leaking its website with this 1948 cartoon created by Hanna and Barbera, creators of so many cartoons we all grew up with. Please take the time to watch this cartoon they made in 1948, as some folks say the misuse of the smart meter could play a predominant part in the reduction of people's freedom, since electricity is a critical path in almost every household in America, and indeed in all developed countries worldwide. Let's watch this cartoon, which was used by a number of these anti-smart meter groups as a metaphor, expressing their point of view and the impact installing smart meters could have if they are misused.
America is many things to many people. To a 17-year-old kid, it's the malt shop on the corner. To Grandpa, it's the front porch in the cool of the evening. To Mother and her family, it's church on Sunday morning. And to Dad, it's his favorite relaxation. It's the Cracker Barrel philosophers in Crabtree Corners. And it's the tycoons in Wall Street. It's all races, creeds, and religions. It's freedom to work at the job you like. Freedom of speech and to peaceably assemble. Freedom to own property. Security from unlawful search or seizure.
What's your warrant, Flatfoot?
The right to a speedy and public trial. Protection against cruel punishments and excessive fines. The right to vote. And to worship God in your own way. It is these freedoms that have made America strong.
Okay, so we got our freedom. But management's lousing up everything.
Labor is at fault. It's ruining the country.
My constituents, as your elected representative, I can assure you Labor's right. Management's right. I'm strictly neutral.
Labor, management, politicians, phooey. They can't tell corn from oats.
It's only taking money out of my pocket.
Hurry, step right up, folks. Here's the answer to your problems. Dr. Utopia's sensational new discovery, ISM. ISM will cure any ailment of the body politic. It's terrific. It's tremendous. Once you swallow the contents of this bottle, you'll have the bountiful benefit of higher wages, shorter hours, and security. Enormous profits, no strikes. Remember, you're the big boss. Government control, no worry about votes. Name your own salary. Bigger crops, lower costs. Why, ISM even makes the weather perfect every day. And now then, because we are introducing this amazing item for the first time in this country, it isn't going to cost you 1 cent. All you have to do is sign this little scrap of paper, and you get your bottle absolutely free.
I hereby turn over to ISM Incorporated everything I have, including my freedom and the freedom of my children and my children's children, in return for which said ISM promises to take care of me forever.
Get out of the way.
Pardon me.
And who are you, my good man?
I'm John Q. Public.
Ah, my fine friend, you're just in time to share this generous and gigantic offer. Sign right here.
Mind if I read it first?
Hurry up,
Father, to me.
Keep your shirts on, boys. Including my freedom. Freedom? Well, sign away my freedom. Why, this is ridiculous.
Don't be corny, brother.
Sure, our system of free enterprise isn't perfect. But before we throw it away for some imported double talk, let's turn the clock back a few years to see what it's done for us. For example, back in the 1890s, Joe Dokes was just a guy who liked to tinker around his barn. Some people thought Joe was lazy. Some even thought he was nuts. But one day, he had an idea. And because he was free to dream his dream and tinker, Joe had a chance to make something of himself and his idea. So, of course, some people didn't think so much of Joe's idea. But that didn't stop him. So Joe got some money from young Aunt Minnie and Uncle Angus and Grandpappy and Mr. Titus. When Joe's friends and relatives used their savings to help him buy tools and property, they were capitalists. Don't blush, folks. It's nothing to be ashamed of. Now, naturally, Joe needed some help. So he hired Willie Lumpkin, who was out of work anyway, and before long, Willie had the know-how and became skilled labor. Because capital, management, and labor worked together, Joe's idea grew. It grew and did things even he never dreamed of. Today, the automobile industry provides millions of jobs that never existed before. And remember, this is a story of only one industry. There are thousands more scattered all over the United States whose history of development is pretty much the same. We've built a country under the American system that sends more young people to high school and college than all the rest of the world combined. Why, even in the Depression, our wages bought more food, clothing, travel, and entertainment than the wages of any other people in the world. Our country has a national income equal to the total national incomes of any other 6 nations in the world. With only 7% of the Earth's people, we drive 70% of the world's automobiles. That's just a sample of the things the capitalistic system has given us in only 160 years. Before signing up, you boys ought to try a little taste of Dr. Ism's formula to see what you'd get in exchange for your freedom. Go ahead, try it.
You can't do this to me! I'll strike!
The state forbids strikes.
Wait till the union hears about this!
Ah, yes, the union. Welcome to our ranks, number 1313.
I'll take this case to the Supreme Court.
The state is the Supreme Court. Our decision is as follows. No more private property. No more you.
The farm vote will put a stop to this.
Farmers don't vote anymore.
What'll I do for seed next year?
You won't have to worry about next year. The state will do your planning from now on.
We must fight to regain our freedom, or everything is lost. Everything!
Everything is fine. Everything is fine. Everything is fine. Everything is fine. Everything is fine.
When anybody preaches disunity, tries to pit one of us against the other through class warfare, race hatred, or religious intolerance, you know that person seeks to rob us of our freedom and destroy our very lives. And we know what to do about it.
Now, gentlemen, no violence, please. Don't throw those bottles. Don't throw those bottles! No! Oh, no! No! Hey! Oh, no! Hey!
Working together to produce an ever greater abundance of material and spiritual values for all. That is the secret of American prosperity.